by non-homogeneous system, a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1. a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2. And a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. So it is called non-homogeneous system of equations if at least one of them is non-zero. Okay, and now we discussed about the solutions of this system of equations. And now the system has unique solution. Unique solution if rank of AB is equal to rank of A is equal to number of variables. And second one, infinite number of solutions if rank of AB is equal to rank of A less than number of solutions. And no solution if rank of AB not equal to rank of A. See, in these two cases, we say that solution exists, whether infinitely many solutions or unique solution. Solution exists. If solution exists, then the system of equations is said to be consistent. But in this case, no solution. If the system has no solution, it is called inconsistent. Therefore, a non-homogeneous system of equations may be consistent or inconsistent also. Now we can discuss using this rank technique, or sometimes we can use only delta technique also. So what is that? Let us see that also. You know what is meant by delta, delta x, delta y and delta z. In Cramer's rule we have seen that. And therefore, if delta not equal to 0, what is delta? A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C2. If delta not equal to 0, then definitely the system has unique solution. The above system has unique solution. Delta z by delta. Solution or no solution, then it may contain infinite number of solutions or no solution also, right? But there is one case in which we can clearly say, if delta is equal to 0 and at least one of delta x comma delta y and delta z is non-zero. So what is that? If delta is equal to 0, we cannot say clearly whether it has no solution or infinitely many solutions. But if at least one of these three is non-zero, definitely it has no solution. Then it has no solution. Then the system has, so right here, then the system has no solution. So write those points. So consistent means it should have at least one solution. Inconsistent means it has no solution. Okay. Prakash Reddy. Prakash Reddy. Prakash Reddy. No response. Mohammed.
Hello sir, good morning sir.
Morning.
Sir, your video is stuck in the middle sir.
Huh?
Your video is stuck in the middle sir.
No. So nobody is reporting. So
No
2
sir,
hours
it
I
has
have
been stuck.
taken. No problem. Rishikesh.
Yes, sir. Your video is stucking, sir.
The video is stucking. So I'll ask another one.
No sir, it has stuck
Akash.
and again it came sir.
Sir, now it is okay, but before it struck, sir, so we can't, we were not able to listen that inconsistent and consistent.
Yes sir.
Okay. So first of all, write this.
Sir,
There
and
may
if,
be some connection problem.
sir, and if delta x, delta y, delta z all are zero, sir, then
No, at least. If all are non-zero, okay. But if all are zeros, once again we cannot say. We cannot say. It may be infinitely many solutions or no solutions also.
say if
Okay.
all the deltas are zero, sir, so then how, which condition it is?
What is that?
Say if all are zero, sir, all
Uh,
delta x, delta y, delta z, and delta also. So then
then
which
it may have no solution or it may have infinitely many solution also. We cannot say from that. We cannot conclude anything from that. Okay.
okay, sir.
And we can discuss them in detail in our three-dimensional geometry because this represents equation of a plane. As you know, every first degree equation in two variables represents equation of a straight line. Every first degree equation in three variables represents equation of a plane. So if three planes may intersect at one point, may intersect at a straight line like that, so many possibilities are there. We can discuss them clearly at that point. Right? And now once again see this second degree equation, first degree equation in two variables x and y. What is that? Suppose a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. It is a first degree equation. Another first degree equation a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now you can solve. You can say whether there exists solution or not. Suppose two straight lines intersect like this. Definitely it has a solution. Now the question is, if the third straight line is there, the three straight lines meet at a point or not? That is the question. Suppose consider third straight line or third equation in three variables. So the above system is consistent. The above system is consistent. That means it has a solution. If what you should do, find the determinant a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. It should be equal to 0. So actually what happens is, suppose you want to find whether the system is consistent or not. That means the system has unique point of intersection or not. It is simply to do, find the point of intersection of these two straight lines. There exists point, suppose 1, 2, and substitute that point here. If it satisfies, they meet at a point, we say that the system is consistent. If the point do not satisfy this, the system is inconsistent and therefore it has no solution at all. But so every time finding the point and substituting here may be difficult for you. Therefore, the condition for consistency is, so simply find the determinant. If that determinant is 0, we can say that the system is consistent. So write down. Consider, write those three equations. a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. And a3x plus b3y plus c3 is equal to 0. Chandra Sai?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing, sir.
Now the above system is consistent. The above system is consistent if and only if, write this determinant A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, and A3, B3, C3, that is equal to 0. And the last point in this topic is homogeneous equations. See, there is no constant term. These are equations in three variables x, y, z, but there is no constant term is equal to 0. Three equations in three variables x, y, z. Now, if you see non-homogeneous equations, the system may be consistent or it may be inconsistent. That means system may have solution or it may not have solution. But that is not the case here. In homogeneous system, always this system of equations has a solution. What is that solution? Tell me. What is that solution? Anybody? So just only Akash raise raised his hand. Pritam, Yoganand. I will ask Yoganand. Yoganand.
0,
That's very good. So 0, 0, 0. If you put x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0, all these three equations satisfied simultaneously. So definitely 0, 0, 0 is a solution. That means the system is always consistent. That means inconsistency cannot happen here. That means always it has a solution. But the question is whether it contains only 0 solution or it may contain other solutions also. If at all it contains other solutions, it will have infinitely many solutions. Okay? And now write the conditions for them. So put a side heading, homogeneous system of equations. The above system of equations, the above system of homogeneous equations, first point, has, I can write here, has a unique solution. What is that unique solution? 0 solution or 0 solution only. 0 solution is also called trivial solution. Trivial solution only when if delta is equal to 0. What is that delta? That is already familiar to you. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. If the delta is equal to 0, we can say that this system of equations has unique solution or 0 solution only or trivial solution only. And now has infinite many solutions. Infinitely many solutions or non-zero solutions. Non-zero solutions also or non-trivial solutions also. Of course, for this also 0 solution always exists, but infinitely many solutions or non-zero solutions or non-trivial solutions exist if delta not equal to, sorry, so I have written reverse one. So first one is delta not equal to 0 if this is delta is equal to 0. So for the first one, delta not equal to 0. For the second one, delta is equal to 0. Now you can see the validity of the proof of that result. See, suppose the quotient matrix is capital A and the variable matrix is x, y, z is capital X is equal to the constant matrix is 0. And suppose delta not equal to 0. Delta means quotient matrix determinant not equal to 0. When determinant not equal to 0, we say that it is non-singular. That means inverse exists. So whenever inverse exists, what we can write? We can write like this: A inverse into A, I into X, X. A inverse into 0, 0. See, X is equal to 0. That is X0, Y0, Z0. It contains only one solution. That is unique solution. That is 0 solution only, or trivial solution only. All are similar. So when if delta are not equal to 0. So if delta is equal to 0, you cannot say A inverse. You cannot multiply with A inverse. So you will get infinitely many solutions if delta is equal to 0. Right? Madan,
Sir, before you get told that consistent and inconsistent because of net, I didn't understood that.
huh?
Because of net connection, I
Okay,
didn't.
okay. Now I'm going to explain that.
Okay, sir.
After this, write the next sentence. Homogeneous system of equations is always consistent. Homogeneous system of equations is always consistent. See, Mother is asking about consistency and inconsistency. So I will explain you that with a simple example with the two equations, two variables. See once again, x plus y is equal to 2, x minus y is equal to 0. This is one pair of equations. You solve x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. You are getting only one solution, that is x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. And if you see x plus y is equal to 2, 2x plus 2y is equal to 4. So if you solve, you are getting 0 is equal to 0 because both x and y are cancelled. That means every solution of this is also a solution of this. Now how many solutions an equation x plus y is equal to contains? Infinitely many solutions. So 2, 0, 3 minus 1, 4 minus 2, 1 lakh minus 99,998. So like that, there exists infinitely many solutions. So there is unique solution here. There exists infinitely many solutions here. And see now, x plus y is equal to 2, x plus y is equal to 1. And solve them. 0 is equal to 1, trash. We got the wrong information. Why we got wrong information means it has no common solution. So number of solutions is 0. So in this case, the system is called inconsistent. If the system has no solution, it is called inconsistent. But in these two, the system has definitely a solution, whether it may be unique or infinitely. It is called consistent system. Okay, right. And before going to do the problems, so let us write some properties of rank. Already rank of a matrix is discussed. Some properties of matrix. See, A is a matrix of order m by n, and B is also another matrix. Then see, rank of A definitely less than or equal to m and less than or equal to n. That is minimum of m comma n. That is one property. And second property, rank of A transpose is equal to rank of A. So just like that A is equal to that A transpose, rank of A transpose is equal to rank of A. And now rank of A plus B less than or equal to rank of A plus rank of B. So no proofs are needed. Rank of A plus B less than or equal to rank of A plus rank of B. And rank of AB less than or equal to either of the matrices. That is, it is less than or equal to rank of A. It is also less than or equal to rank of B. Okay. And what is rank of unit matrix of order n? Definitely its determinant is 1, not equal to 0. So highest order non-zero determinant is of order n only. Therefore, rank is n. So not only for unit matrix, for any non-singular matrix of order n, rank is always n. So I can write here as sixth property. So rank of any non-singular matrix of order n is n. So write those properties. Madan,
Sir, once please say the non-singular and singular means no, I was not for that.
what is meant by non-singular?
Non-singular and singular.
What is meant by non-singular matrix, Bharat?
Sir, I don't know that only.
So I will ask another one, then you can understand. So please raise your hands, my dear friends. Who knows that? Sai Charani. What is meant by non-singular matrix?
Sir, if that is not a non-zero number, it is non-singular matrix. Sir.
Singular?
If that is 0.
Okay, very good. Now any doubts, Sai Charani?
Sir, and here the rank of AB is less than rank of A, no, sir. And rank of AB is less than rank of B, no, sir. Sir, then we can say rank of AB is less than rank of A into rank of B.
Rank of AB less than or equal to?
Rank of A into rank of B. Can we say like that,
Yes,
sir?
yes, we can write.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any more doubts? Raise your hands. Otherwise, lower your hands. Shruti?
Sir,
Shruti?
homogeneous system is always consistent, sir.
Always consistent.
Sir, then you told one equation such that there is no solution, sir. In examples,
What equation?
x plus y is equals to 1, x plus y is equals to 2.
Those are not homogeneous. So what is meant by homogeneous? It will contain x, y, z terms, but does not contain constants.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, those are non-homogeneous equations we are discussing. But homogeneous equations means like this: x plus y is equal to 0, x minus y is equal to 0, like that. So obviously 0, 0 is a solution of both of them. So if you simplify them, you will get x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So only one solution, that is unique solution, that is trivial solution is the answer. Suppose x plus y is equal to 0, 2x plus 2y is equal to 0. Of course, obviously both represent same equation, x plus y is equal to 0. For each y, there exists one x. If y is equal to 1, x is minus 1, y is equal to 100, x is minus 100, like that. Okay?
Sir, once can you write the general form of homogeneous system?
Alright, definitely. So an equation of the form ax plus by, because we are discussing only about 3 variables, I am writing like that or that only. Otherwise, you can write for any number of variables, is equal to 0. Ax plus by plus cz is equal to 0 is called a homogeneous equation in 3 variables x, y, z. Whereas ax plus by plus cz is equal to d, where d not equal to 0 is called a non-homogeneous equation.
Okay.
Okay, Shruti?
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Now we'll do some problems. See, first we will do some non-homogeneous problems. Here are the question number 63, page number 117. Page number 117, question number 63. See, the system of equations 3x plus 2y plus z is equal to 6, 3x plus 4y plus 3z is equal to 14, 6x plus 10y plus 8z is equal to a has infinite number of solutions. What is that a? See, whenever non-homogeneous system of equations exists, in general, we can adopt two procedures. One is determinant procedure and the other one is augmented matrix procedure. For some problems, augmented procedure is useful. For some problems, determinant procedure is useful. See, for this problem, consider augmented matrix. So, what is augmented matrix? A comma B. Three, two, 1, 6, 3, 4, 3, 14, 6, 10, 8, 8. So this is augmented matrix. So what is the question? It should have infinitely many solutions. Remember, so you have to remember that case, three cases very well. Whenever infinitely many solutions occur, rank of A is equal to rank of AB less than number of variables. Here number of variables is always 3. So then the common value must be less than 3. Okay. Now let us start. Now we convert this into echelon form. First of all, this must be non-zero. Okay, very good. And now see, now I make this 0. I make these two elements using this element 0. What are the operations? R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus 2R1. Okay, and now these two elements become zeros. So can you see this? I can write here. So first row does not change, and second row subtract 3 minus 3 0, 4 minus 2 2, 3 minus 1 2, 14 minus 6 8. After that 6 minus 6 zeros. So remember, you are multiplying with minus 2, minus 4 plus 10 6, and minus 2 plus 8 6, and minus 12 plus a minus 12. So what is the first step? So it is very useful if here it is non-zero element. Using this, I will make these two elements 0. Already made these two elements 0. So the first step is over. Second step. Now this must be non-zero element. So the second diagonal element must be non-zero element. Yes, it is non-zero element. Now using this, I will make this element 0. So remember students, so you have to convert this to 0 using this element only, not using this element. Suppose if you say, sir, using this 2, I will make this 6 0 by using the operation R3 minus 3R1, then this becomes non-zero again. Therefore, for this, always use this element. And now what is the operation for that? R3 implies R3 minus 3R2. And actually, in the descriptive examination, you have to use this symbol like this. For objective examinations, you need not show all these steps. Next. Now, first row won't change. Second row also does not change. And minus 0 plus 0, that is 0 itself. No change in this 0. Minus 6 plus 6, 0. Minus 6 plus 6, 0. Minus 3 into 8, minus 24, minus 12, minus 36. So a minus 36. And see here now, what is the condition? It has infinitely many solutions. Now what is the rank of A actually? Now you close this, you tell me it is in echelon form. Number of non-zero rows, it is 0 row. So number of non-zero rows only 2. So rank of A is equal to 2. For infinitely many solutions, rank of AB is also 2. So rank of AB must be 2. Okay, so rank of AB must be 2. So to get rank of AB 2, this also must be 0. So if this is 0, then number of non-zero rows in AB is 2. So rank of AB is 2. So for that, A minus 36 must be equal to 0 or A is equal to 36. Because given that in the question, the system has infinitely many solutions. Because rank of A is equal to 2, rank of AB is also equal to 2. That means this must be 0. So A is equal to 36. Right? And see another one, 61. Question number 61. The value of A for fail to have unique solution. Fail to have unique solution. See, I already told you, sometimes determinant process will be useful. See, whenever you say the system will have unique solution, if delta not equal to 0, you already written that also. If delta not equal to 0, then the system has unique solution. Suppose if delta is equal to 0, what happens? I don't know. The system may have infinitely many solutions or no solution also. But here, what is the question? Fail to have unique solution. So it should not have unique solution. That means this should not happen. Therefore, this should happen. It's over. So delta must be equal to 0. So whenever system does not have any unique solution, so definitely delta must be equal to 0. Now he is not discussing about infinitely or no solution. So don't bother about that case. Okay. Simply apply delta. So 3 minus 1 A. 2 1 1 1 2 minus A. And now equate it to 0 and find the value of A. Okay. So for each problem, don't think about the entire analysis of the problem. So for that problem, simply because it has no solution, the question is fail to have unique solution, delta not equal to 0 should not happen. So delta must be equal to 0. So what is the value of A? Now solve that equation. Give me that value. Okay, speed up students. Varun.
Minus
Varun.
7 by 2, sir. Minus 7 by 2.
Yes, minus 7 by 2 or minus 3.5. So we'll ask another one to confirm whether it is correct or not. So I will ask Preetham. Preetham?
I got the same, sir.
Yes, very good. So minus 7 by 2 or minus 3.5. Right. Now go to 57th question now. So actually this is the concept of equations, but approach may be different from problem to problem. But this is the concept. See 57th question. ABC are angles of a triangle. ABC are angles of triangle. And some equations are given. So whether they have unique solution, no solution, infinitely many solutions like that. So once again, I will take the determinant of the quotients. Sin A 1 1, 1 sin B 1, 1 1 sin C. See, I will take this delta. Suppose this delta is not equal to 0, I am very happy. I am very happy. Definitely, I can say that system has unique solution. Suppose this delta is equal to 0, then what to do? It may have infinitely or no solution. I will see that later. Suppose with positive attitude, first of all, I am finding delta. So what happens to that? See, this is equal to. So if I do, don't write this. See, sin A into sin B sin C minus 1 into sin C minus 1 plus 1 into 1 minus sin B. So this is sin A, sin B, sin C minus sin A minus sin C plus 1 minus sin B. So that is 2 plus sin A, sin B, sin C minus sin A minus sin B minus sin C. Now how to decide from this? So how to decide from this? 2 plus sin A, sin B, sin C minus sin A minus sin B minus sin C. Whether this is 0 or non-zero. That is the question. So this is no doubt positive. So if I take common, this is positive and this is positive. But how to decide whether this is equal to 0 or not equal to 0? That is the question. Therefore, I do this in a different way using the operations first. See, R2 implies R2 minus R1, R3 implies R3 minus R1. So this determinant is equal to sin A 1 minus sin A, sin B minus 1 0 and 1 minus sin A 0, sin C minus 1. Now I'll expand this sin A into this minus 0. Now this into this can be written as 1 minus sin B into 1 minus sin C. Now minus 1 into this minus 0, that is already 0. So 1 minus sin A into sin C minus 1. If I put minus here, I can write 1 minus sin C. Again plus 1 into, this is 0, minus of this. So instead of minus, I will write 1 minus sin B. And see, 1 minus sin B. The maximum value of sin B is 1 only. Therefore, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive. So this is always greater than 0. This is always greater than 0. That means the important thing is not greater than 0. It may be positive or negative. It is not equal to 0. So whenever delta not equal to 0, so what we can assure? The system has unique solution. The problem is over. The system has unique solution. So write that. So this cannot be 0. That is the important point. And then immediately a student raises his hand and asks, sir, so why it is not equal to 0, sir? It may be equal to 0. So how it may be equal to 0? Sir, sin B may be equal to 1, sir. Yes, sin B may be equal to 1. That is, B may be 90 degrees. If it is 0, if it is 1, this is 0, sir, it will be cancelled. It is 0, it will be cancelled, sir. But there is another term here. So it will stay like that. So it is a positive quantity because the maximum value of sin A now cannot be greater than 1 or can be equal to 1 also. And now you can say that, sir, sin A is also equal to 1, sir. No. In a triangle ABC, two right angles cannot occur. Therefore, if sin B is equal to 1, sin A is still less than 1, sin C is still less than 1. So its product is definitely positive. Okay. And sin A cannot be equal to 0. If sin A is equal to 0, A may be equal to 0 or 180. That cannot happen in triangle ABC. Therefore, this can never be 0. So the answer is delta not equal to 0 means system has unique solution.